from the Review Reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. Ed. Today, we continue to dive deeper under the sea with CodedLockFilms' review of The Little Mermaid II.
Say what you will about Disney, they have produced some pretty incredible works in their time. Things like Beauty and the Beast and Mulan are great works of fiction that still stand up in today's modern movie world. Movies like that show us what happens when Disney is more concerned with the product's quality than how much money the product makes them. So what happens when Disney makes money the priority? You get Disney Direct DVDs, of course. These are cheaply, shoddily made sequels to well-known Disney movies that are made for the sole purpose of milking as much money as possible out of the franchise before its udders turn black and fall off. These movies never make it to theaters, and there's a good reason. They all completely blow.
Well, I wouldn't say they all completely blow.
And boy, do I have a doozy for you today, so let's take a look under the sea as we watch The Little Mermaid II. The movie starts off on a ship heading out to the sea as we hear the golden voice of Ariel wafting out over the waves. She's singing to her newborn daughter, Melody. Yes, Melody.
Unless her last name is Pond, I really don't get what the big deal is.
Ariel and Eric have brought her out here to be christened at sea among both the humans and the merpeople. Yes, they are singing a song here. No, it's not a very good song.
Yeah, admittedly, it's not that great.
My precious Melody, I'm giving you this locket.
Yeah, King Triton has hologram technology! Surprised?
Oddly enough, no.
But suddenly a tentacle shoots out of the water and captures Melody.
Ursula's crazy sister!
Oh god, really? Ursula's sister? Come on guys, this is just lazy villain design.
Ursula would have simply loved to have come, but something came up.
And if Morgana's voice sounds familiar to you, it's because she's voiced by the exact same woman who voiced Ursula. Wow, they're really not trying at all, are they?
Not really.
Now hand over the trident, or your precious granddaughter will be shark chow.
You can have anything you want.
Really? That's all it takes to turn King Triton into a spineless hunk of nothing? Come on, people. King Triton was one of the very few cool things about the first movie. He had serious balls. And now you're telling me he can't possibly figure out some way of defeating Morgana without hurting Melody?
Well, to be fair, technically that's all it took in the first movie, too.
So of course they managed to rescue Melody from Morgana, but she escapes, swearing revenge on their family. But Ariel decides that until Morgana is found, the water is too dangerous, so Melody can never be at sea. Yeah, that really happened. Okay, folks, listen to me here. All I'm looking for is a little consistency. Ariel's entire character in the first movie was based around fearlessly disobeying all the rules of the sea. She routinely outswam sharks without so much as batting an eye. But all of a sudden, this incompetent Ursula knockoff and her little piranha buddy are too much for her? This is where she draws the line?
Become a parent, then you'll understand.
Okay, so now we cut to 12 years in the future, where we see that Melody has inherited her mother's gravity-defying bangs.
Amazingly enough, that is one of the few things that she did inherit from Ariel.
She's also quite the little rascal who loves to swim in the sea collecting shells. Sebastian's been assigned to watch over her, and he's about as good at it as he was in the first movie.
Hey, there you go, there's your consistency.
So Melody evidently forgets about her own birthday party and gets dressed as fast as she can, since we all know that seawater doesn't leave a distinctive smell or anything.
Oh, Melody, is that you? You look beautiful.
And if Eric's voice sounds familiar to you, it's because that's the voice of Mr. Opportunity from the Honda commercials.
The way I like to remember it is Yakko from Animaniacs.
So Melody goes to her birthday party, and because every single Disney female protagonist nowadays has to be an awkward misfit, it doesn't go well.
What do you mean just the female protagonist?
What? How did a 3-inch crab hitting the cake cause it to freaking explode?
I don't know, I think if anything hits anything else hard enough, it can cause an explosion like that.
You!
What? So he just carries that enormous meat cleaver with him everywhere?
Death holds the crab!
Oh, Louie!
Okay. As much as I hate this movie, I do have to admit that scene was pretty funny. And honestly, I'm kind of on the chef's side here. You see, I have a lesser-known fear known as caburophobia, which is the fear of crustaceans. And I can really sympathize with this chef and his plight. I hereby throw my hat into the ring and declare myself a fighter in the everlasting war against the crustacean menace. Death to the crab! A little later that night, Melody digs out the locket she found earlier, and Ariel realizes what she's been doing. She scolds Melody for disobeying her, which causes Melody to run away. If you can't tell by now, they're drawing some pretty obvious parallels between what Ariel's doing to her daughter and what Triton was doing to Ariel. So not only are they recycling the villain, they're also recycling the conflict and the moral. Way to go, Disney.
Yeah, that's pretty common, not just in Disney sequels, but in sequels in general.
Melody winds up getting found by Morgana's henchmen, who promise her help if she'll come with them. And honestly, if she's stupid enough to trust these guys, it's hard for me to feel sorry for her.
I guess that among other things, Melody also inherited Ariel's stupidity.
Morgana offers her a chance to become a mermaid, but how's Morgana gonna pull that off?
Ursula's magic! Where'd you get that?
What?
I've been saving it for a special occasion.
No. That's a legitimate question. Where did you get that?
Keep his scales on, small fry.
I'm still reeling her in.
No. You get back here, movie. You sit down and explain yourself. How is that possible? Answer. It's not! First of all, there is no such thing as Ursula's magic. These movies have clearly established that magic is not an innate part of people.
It was?
King Triton has his trident and Ursula had her alchemy. But let's just say that there is indeed such a thing as Ursula's magic. In which case, I refer you to the little guy's question. How did she get that? Ursula clearly didn't give it to her because she died in the first movie. What, did Morgana swim to the bottom of the ocean with a giant syringe and extract it from Ursula's bloated corpse? But you know what? You know what the thing that really bugs me is? The thing that really bugs me? All of this could have been avoided by just saying that Morgana stole Ursula's alchemy book or something. That would have made sense!
Yeah, I won't deny that would have been more logical.
Okay, so we now have Melody singing a song while enjoying her new fins, and we also see Ariel searching the seas for her. As Disney Direct DVD songs go, this one is actually not all that bad.
Once you get past the first two lyrics, yes.
If only because we get to hear Ariel sing again, and let's be honest, the only thing that was ever appealing about her was her singing voice.
Will you shut up about that?
But I do have 3 things I want to point out. First is the fact that Melody doesn't seem the slightest bit cold despite swimming in Arctic waters, and the second thing is this.
Sing a song of the sea with you.
Can you sing with your neck craned like that? Seriously, put your neck at that angle from your body and see how well you're able to sing.
Actually, that is completely possible.
And the third thing is this shot.
This is more than my thoughts ever thought it could be.
Look familiar?
Ready to stand.
Seriously, has nobody else called them on this?
No, I think just about everybody has called them on this.
So Melody goes back to Morgana to thank her, but Morgana tells her that the potion will only be temporary. So in order to make the transformation permanent, Melody will have to get back Morgana's trident, which was stolen by a deranged kleptomaniac. Melody eagerly agrees.
Okay, I'll bring back your trident. You can count on me.
Be careful, dear. Enjoy those fins.
While you can.
Evil.
Yeah, got a problem with that?
Then Melody meets Timon and Pumbaa, Tip and Dash, a walrus and a penguin who offer to help her out. Are you kidding me? Really? We're halfway through the movie and we're just now introducing the annoying sidekicks? I thought this movie was going to be sparing us that for once.
This is an animated Disney film. Of course we had to have the comedic relief characters.
Scared? Who said anything about being scared?
Don't you know an evasive maneuver when you see one?
Wait a minute, I know that penguin's voice. That's Daxter from the Jak and Daxter trilogy, my favorite video game series of all time. And he's in this movie? Oh, come on, man, you can do better than this.
Oh, you think Daxter being in this movie is bad? Get a load of this. Melody in this movie is played by famous voice actress Tara Strong, who, among other things, played Kira in the Jak and Daxter series from 3 onward. Morgana's little shark buddy, Undertow, is played by another famous voice actor, Clancy Brown, who, again, among other things, plays Baron Praxis in Jak 2. Personally, I like to call this movie the cast of Jak and Daxter before they did Jak and Daxter.
Oh dear God, the sidekicks get a song.
Personally, I actually kind of enjoyed the song.
Save the day.
Hey, wait a minute. Disney, penguins can't breathe underwater. And neither can walruses, for that matter. Disney? Hey, Disney! Are you even listening?
This is a world where the ocean is a kingdom governed by magic. I think they can get away with this.
So they help Melody break into Atlantica and steal the trident. Wait a minute. Every single living thing in the sea up until this point has known who King Triton is. And they've known about his search for Melody. But these two guys, this penguin and this walrus, happen to be the only creatures in the entire sea who know nothing about the King of the Oceans. What? This makes no sense! So Ariel follows Morgana's manta rays back to her lair and decides to go in, figuring that Melody's probably inside. Then she sends Scuttle to go get help. Yeah, she sends the brain-damaged seagull to go get help.
We're doomed.
I don't know, I think Scuttle has proven that he can come in handy when the situation requires it.
Inside the lair, Ariel confronts Morgana and Melody, both of them telling her to hand over the trident. Morgana appeals to Melody's distrust of her mother and convinces her to give her the trident. Yeah, big flippin' surprise. Melody also apparently inherited her mother's uselessness. Morgana then seals Melody behind a wall of ice with only minutes of mermaid time left and declares herself Queen of the Sea. Both the humans and the merpeople show up to fight her, but she makes pretty short work of them. I swear, Eric is channeling Tarzan in this movie.
Either that, or he has the same instant elongating rope from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I'm gonna be teaching you some manners.
Death does a crime! Aww.
If Sebastian hasn't gotten himself killed by now, nothing will kill him.
So Melody transforms back into a human and immediately starts to drown. Not Timon and not Pumbaa get over their cowardice and come to save Melody. They crash the shark through the wall and manage to get her to the surface before she dies. Then Melody makes her way up the ice tower without Morgana noticing, swipes the trident, and throws it back to King Triton.
Everybody got that?
Never again will you or yours threaten my family.
Oh shit, dude is seriously pissed. What's he gonna do now?
Never!
Oh, he's gonna freeze her in ice. That's really kind of underwhelming, dude.
I don't know, given what she's done with the trident, it kind of works as an ironic punishment.
Idea. She instead decides to tear down the wall so that everyone on the land and in the sea can be together. So that's the movie. It sucks. Is anyone surprised?
Not really. So, overall, I'd say that this review is... Wait. Hold on a second. I swear I saw Urchin there. You know, Urchin, the young merman who was Ariel's friend in the TV series. I swear to God, I just saw him there. Play it again.
It's swinging and it's swaying. My feet are rhapsody. Today we're so delighted.
There, right. What the fuck is going on here? How the hell do you fuck up the layering like that? Okay. As I was saying, overall, I think this review is very well done. and the jokes made about this movie are very entertaining. Although I do think that the review gets a little rushed a bit, especially at the end.
I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you.
I feel the music playing, it's swinging and it's swaying. Life is a rhapsody.